where are the Steelers the deepest and the shallowest this season?
Mm.
So, where do the Steelers have the deepest position and where are they the shallowest this season? So, based on the OTAs, minicamp buzz, and the current roster,
Mhm.
um, the deepest position, is it D line? Is it inside linebackers,
Mm.
tight end, edge, DB? Where first off, I'll let you go first, G. Where do you think the Steelers are the deepest?
Quality player, quality position, guys that's gonna be able to get it done all year. I got if you include the safeties and with the DBs, it's the DBs. We have improved cornerback, safety. We've improved. We got some serious depth. We got some players back there, bro, for the first time in a long time. You add Eccles, you add Kent, you add baby boy from the Philadelphia Eagles. You added all these dudes, bro. Yeah, Thornhill from Cleveland. Yeah, we got some depth back there, bro. Quality dudes that like when I don't see their when I see their number run out on the field, I'm like, oh my God, we're cooked. No, now I'm not worried about that. I think we and some of the guys have improved. I think Beanie might have gotten a little bit better. I'm gonna see what JPJ. I've always liked him, so I'm gonna say for my vote, bro, defensive backs. If I had to pick a position,
Gotcha. Now, here's the thing. I mean, I guess if you include all the defensive backs, you put the safeties in there, okay. But if you do that, don't you include the edge rushers and the outside linebackers as the D line? Because if you do that, I
yeah,
don't think
that's
it's
the
any
one.
question that it's the D
Yeah,
line.
yeah, that's the
And
one.
even if you separate edge from D line, I still think the edge is deepest just for the fact. I mean, if Jack Sawyer can play,
Mhm.
I like that. I like that. DB Boy says the edge. I'm with it. I'm
Yeah, well,
with
you
it.
you add Harrison from Baltimore, you add Jack Sawyer, you got Herbig, you got Highsmith, you got Watt. Yeah, you got some dogs on the outside, man. You got dudes that go get that quarterback. So
Yes.
yeah, and if you stay the defensive line, you add Black, you add Harmon. Yeah, we got some dogs
That's what
across
I'm
that
saying.
front
So if
now.
you
Yeah.
count the edge as the D line, it's the D line. If you
Mhm.
separate them out, I'll go with edge as being the deepest position
Mhm.
as of right now. Linebacker is in that conversation as well
Mhm.
because with Peyton Wilson, Queen, Holcomb, and Harrison can play in there too. I mean, we got some people. We got
Mhm.
some people. The defense middle linebacker is, I mean, that's a deep position as well.
Yeah.
That's a good one. A lot of people are saying that in the chat too. The defense that is a good position. Capricorn Steel has a point as we transition over.
Yeah.
Is the least his offensive line scares the hell out of me too, man, because I don't think the line is very deep at all. I think the offensive line is about as shallow as it gets, man. As shallow as it gets.
As bad as I wanted to pick old line B, dog, it's wide receiver, bro. Bro, if DK go down, we cooked. I mean, it's a
Man.
big cooking going. It's a big cooking going on if DK go down. We
Yeah.
got to get another dude, bro. We got to. I'm not so sure about them backup tackles. I know we got one or two internal guys, for the Steelers as far as being able to come in and do and play
Mm-hmm.
games for us. I ain't so sure about them backup tackles. I don't know. But bro, if DK go down, woo, we in trouble. We in trouble quick, bro. So I got to go wide receiver room, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be wide receiver just for
Mhm.
the simple fact. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It might be it might be wide receiver. It just
Mhm.
might be wide receiver. So we'll see.
Mhm.
We'll see. The problem is because we keep talking about wide receiver number two, and we don't have one.
Yeah.
So I think that might be the case.
Yeah, that's got to be. I mean, I'm not saying that them dudes are scrubs. I'm just saying that you bro, I mean, DK is a top 15 wide receiver. Our next dude, Calvin Austin the third, bro, he's not top 50. That is a huge drop off, bro. That is a huge. You go from having a top 15 wide receiver to not having a top 50. Woo!
Yeah.
That's a lot, B. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that again, and Jamal brings it up, is talking about GP. I'm like, look, I understand the locker room stuff. I understand why they got rid of George Pickens. They weren't going to
Mhm,
pay him. They didn't want to just lose him for nothing. I
mhm,
100% understand it. But
mhm.
damn it, I'm all I'm saying is you have Aaron Rodgers with Pickens, with DK, and Calvin Austin the third with Muth, Washington. I mean, you're just gonna have to convince me that the Steelers wouldn't have a top six, top seven best defense or offensive skill group in the National Football League. You were just
Ooh,
gonna have to convince me of that, and I
yeah,
just
yeah.
wouldn't have believed it. Anybody that said we wouldn't, I just wouldn't
Mhm,
believe it.
mhm,
But you got to deal with reality, and reality's not here. So
mm.
unfortunately, this is where we are, and we just got to move forward. But yeah, I would have loved to seen it, but this is where we are. This is
Yeah,
kind of where we are. So
absolutely, man. And that's why I think they're gonna do something, B. They just can't. We can't. It. I'm quite sure the coaching staff, the front office for the Steelers, sit around and have conversations like we have on a podcast, and they're brutally honest because they get to see those guys up front and personal, right? So it's just a matter of now. I think they've seen it already. They're trying to give guys chances, but they know already they got to make a room for run for wide receiver. They know, but the cost is what is the issue. The cost is the issue because, like I said, I hope DK stays healthy all the games, plays through the playoffs. But man, if something happens, man, oh my God, what are we gonna do, bro? What are we gonna do?
yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. Something we got to do something. But we said the same thing last year, and the football gods were on our side, and Pickens didn't get hurt. Because
Yeah.
can you imagine the Steelers' offense last year without George Pickens? My God. I mean,
Oh my
we
God.
couldn't do hardly anything anyway. And then if he went down, it would have been even worse. So that's why I think we just got to do something. We can't waste the opportunity and
Yeah.
just sit there and just say, nope, we're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
So coming out of all of that, we had, I said, the edge and wide receiver being the least uh, depth or deepest position. Even though I
Mhm.
like some of the guys, I still believe it's one of the least. Man, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
Yeah.
know. Um,
Absolutely.
the O line is close for me though, because like
Yeah.
Capricorn Steel said, I'm just scared as hell about the O line depth. I'm not scared about the O line playing, but
Mhm.
I'm scared about the O line depth. So we'll.
Yeah.
Lee Sharp with a super chat asked a good question. Says, "What do y'all think about Black not being a nose guard? Biggest guy on the team is crazy. It's still early, Mister Sharp. I'm
Yeah.
with you though. I'm 100% behind you.
Yeah.
I don't understand the move. I
Mhm.
don't understand the move unless he can't play it, which I don't. How the hell did they not know? I mean, he hadn't even started yet. Now
Mhm.
he's saying he's going to play up and down the line. But
Mhm.
right now, he's playing basically behind Derek Harmon in that position. I got a feeling before it's all said and done that Black is going to be a nose guard.
Yeah.
That's just my feeling on the matter. Being versatile is a good thing. I'm okay with it. Um, but we'll see. We'll see
B,
what happens.
I think all of them gonna move. In my opinion, I think those interior defensive linemen, Hayward, Benton, Black, Harmon, they gonna move.
Right.
They gonna move them. They gonna move them, bro. Nobody is stuck in, and that's smart. You cross train for position in case something happens. Somebody needs a breather sometime. Okay, Cam needs a blow, bro. Who's going? Black, you can get in there. Okay, Ben needs a blow, bro. Harmon, get in there. You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Everybody needs a. You got to have a. You got to give them a break. So cross training those top 4 and 5 defensive linemen, they should all be able to play all the positions all up and down the line
They should.
if they want to be successful.
They should. Versatility is a big thing.
Hmm.
Being versatile. Because if nothing else, hell, say you line up in a position, and if the offense shifts, D line got to be able to move over from one position to the next.
Yep.
Just for the simple fact that you got to balance the line going one way to another way if the offense flips the formation. You can't afford to be getting up at like in the old high school guy gets up and moves over and running around. I go, you can't do that, man. You just
Mm-mm.
got to be able to slide over from one side to the next. That's all
Mm-hmm.
you have to do is slide from from one side to the next. So being
Mhm.
versatile and being able to play multiple positions is going to help.
Yeah.
But I'm still with Mr. Sharp there. I think that we've got to find a way. We got to find a way to get that man playing nose tackle
Mm.
because the Steelers did not have a nose tackle last year. I mean, Keanu Benton did his best, and he's still going to do his best. He's just not big enough, G. He's just not
Yeah.
big enough to do it.
He too light in the britches, dog. You gotta get up on out of
Yeah,
there, dog. You not maybe for today's NFL, they like that smaller nose, but he too light in the britches. Gotta move him on out of there, bro. Gotta move him out of there.
gotcha. And what free agent would you like to see the Steelers sign tomorrow to shore up a shallow position? Is it wide receiver?
Yeah. I mean, it's no doubt. I mean, I know we need a swing tackle.
Hmm.
I know that. I think Makai Benton is still out there, but
No, he's
I know
not.
he gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
but
was gone early in free agency.
it's trash out there. Ain't too many dudes left in that swing tackle, man. I mean, you might be able to find a dude, but you got to get a wide receiver, dog. You have to get a wide receiver. You know, you got like you said, we just need the football guys to be right with us and put us, and make sure Fautano stays healthy and Jones maturates, and maybe Cook then prove that he can work it out. Maybe Spencer Anderson can play a game or two. But bro, if DK go down, bro, we in trouble, bro. We in big trouble. So we got to get that wide receiver too quick. We got to get
Yeah.
him.
That's my thinking too. I think the Steelers got to do that.
Mhm.
So is wide receiver too. As far as a swing tackle is concerned, I mean, you're looking up on the screen now. Who? I
There ain't
mean,
nobody,
there's
dog.
there ain't anybody out there. It's just like who are you
Mm-mm.
going to sign to be? I mean, that was the thing that was so disappointing in free agency is that the Steelers didn't do the work then. They just kind of kept their in-house guys, and I don't know. I did.
Yeah,
That's the whole thing. Is
yeah,
like,
because Willis out for the season. He gone.
yeah,
That Browns dude, he gone. He gone for the year. So they ain't. I mean, there's an interior offensive lineman, a guard, but that ain't gonna help nothing. We got to have a. We need a swing tackle, bro. We need a swing. So maybe Cook, like I said, maybe Cook or Anderson is good enough. We don't know. We don't. But you know who I know wasn't good enough? The big trash Dan Moore. I'm so glad he's going off our team. B. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So I listen. I trust the dudes we got now, but I did not trust no trash Dan Moore Jr. Bro. No way.
no, absolutely not. Good night, Felicia. Appreciate you being in here. Thank you. I know you got to go to work. We appreciate you being in here. Thanks for supporting the channel. But
Hmm.
yeah, Dan Moore not here anymore, and we don't have an
Nope.
excuse anymore either. Because
Yep.
I mean, Dan Moore is gone. We don't have to deal with that. But I don't know. I don't know who you would sign. You see those receivers up at the top up there.
Yeah, they
At
look good.
some point, I think you got to take a shot. I think at
Yeah.
some point the Steelers just got to pull the trigger and just say, okay, there's
Mhm.
DJ Chark down there, but the thing about him, I mean, he's good when he plays, but he hardly plays. That's another guy that's been hurt all the
Mhm.
time,
Mhm.
And Tyler Boyd down there at the bottom, I'm just like, Tyler
Yeah.
Boyd had an opportunity to sign with the Steelers last year, and he chose the Titans for
Yeah.
less money.
Yeah.
So,
Get
and
him out of here.
I think you move on from Tyler Boyd. And plus, Tyler Boyd's more of a slot guy. He's not a wide receiver, too, either.
Yeah.
So we got enough of those guys. We need a guy on the other side that can just go get open. That
Yep.
is my thing. We just need somebody there.
Yes, sir.
Old man Beecham, he's out there.
I mean, for a season, I,
As a swing tackle, is not
yeah,
a horrible idea.
yeah. For a season, I ain't mad at that. I'll take it. I'll take him to be a wily old veteran and back up them youngsters. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
take that. I'll take that.
So, but yeah, that's where we're at with it, man. So,
Mhm.
all right, man. Well, we are at the show, point in the show. We got the old producer question. The producer going to come at us with some crazy questions. They've been pretty good the last few weeks, though.
You
G,
see what?
producer
You see what
questions
sign?
been pretty good.
You see what sign I'm putting him? I'm putting buckle up because he 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 been sort of fire. Matter of fact, producer, I'm gonna give you. I got a new sign in here, man. I'm gonna let you let him cook. Let the producer cook, man. Let him cook. He been on point the last few weeks, man. So I'm with it.
So here it is. The question, or it was up there. Let's get it back up there. So Rogers is healthy.
Mhm.
but the team is 5-6 heading into December. He and Arthur Smith are clashing. The Steelers are teetering on playoff contention and are within 2 games of the division. Well, first of all, the division sucks if we're 5-6 and we're within 2 games, but
Mhm.
whatever. But
Mhm.
disregarding what Tomlin will do, how will you choose to finish out the season?
Mm.
Okay. Keep starting Rodgers no matter what. Ugh. Bench
Mm.
Rodgers and trust Mason.
Mm.
Bench Rodgers to evaluate Will Howard, or D, play it week by week. I'm going to
Easy.
say this.
Mhm.
I say B. We've
Yeah.
seen what B has happened. We've seen that that
Yeah.
that story before. We've
Yeah.
seen it
Yeah.
before.
Mhm.
They finally gave Mason Rudolph a chance. Boom, we go on a win streak and make the playoffs.
Mhm.
That's what we brought him here for.
Yeah.
So I would say B.
It depends on how bad Rodgers looks, B. If Rodgers looks horrible, then you gotta send him to the bench, dog. If he look horrible, you gotta send him to the bench. You ain't got no choice. Now, if he's still looking serviceable, and you got to play here or play there where we're still in the games, then sometimes you got to work through adversity as a football team,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I have a tendency to lead a B for sure, but I like D too. You might have to play it week by week, but Mason is not a bum as a backup, bro. So I'm not mad at giving Mason an opportunity to run out there on the field. Man. I'm not mad at all, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of where I like I said, I like Mason. I would go with B. I
Hmm.
would go with B. Um, that's where I'm at with it. We
Hmm.
know what he can do when given the opportunity. Kind of went back against the wall because when he came in the last time, the
Yeah,
Steelers, what they had lost them 2 games to Arizona and New England at home,
trash.
the two worst teams in the league, and we're
Hmm.
like, what the hell is going on? You
Hmm.
finally, they put
Hmm.
Mason in, and boom, that's where it
Yeah,
is.
facts, facts. So I lean to B with you, bro. I'm with B, but I wouldn't be mad at D either. I wouldn't be mad at D.
So play it week by week. You're right. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that. But we saw what just keep starting the guy did last year. They just kept starting Russell Wilson. They just kept starting him, and it didn't help. We
Yeah,
can't go down that route. We
yeah.
cannot go down that route.
Russie
So,
was trash. Oh my god, man! I was watching some film last night, man. I was looking at some stuff today. Man, Russ was horrible, dog. Russ was horrible. I don't know what the hell was going on, B, but man, he looked bad, man. When he looked bad, bad. After that Cincinnati Bengal game, it was over, dog. It was
yeah.
over for Russ, man. The rest of the way, he looked real bad, man. Real
Ooh,
bad.
Concept brings up a good point and says, what if Rodgers is balling, but we still lose? Well, that would mean the
That's
defense is trash.
that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. So not all losses is on the offense.
Yeah, that's the
You
whole
know.
thing. So I that's the whole thing. It would be crazy. And first of all, I wouldn't see if the Steelers' offense is cooking. I wouldn't think that the Steelers would still be losing games.
Hmm.
I don't think that would happen. Now I could be wrong. We've seen it. I mean, we've seen our offense cook, and we got beat by Blake Bortles in the playoffs. Lord have mercy.
I'm still
And for
pissed.
42 points, and that ain't enough. That's crazy.
I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed. We went from all one way to all another way.
Yes.
We had dog defense. The offense was sputtering. Then they said, okay, we're going to get the killer bees. And the defense was trash.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I need complimentary football in 2025. I need complimentary. Because, listen, not my blood pressure going to be sky high. I ain't going to be able to take it. So I need complimentary football. I want between 25 and 28, 29 points a game. And I think we'll be fine all year, bro.
Yeah, I like that approach.
Mhm.
DB Boys has brings up. He says, I think Carroll, Peyton, and Tomlin know that Russ don't have it. Giants going to be awful this year. Yeah,
Yeah, facts.
so I think
Facts.
that's part of it. But the whole thing about this, when you look at it, this question, you got to remember he's clashing with Arthur Smith too.
Mhm.
So if he's clashing with Arthur Smith, at some point, somebody's got to win out. Mike
Mhm.
Tomlin got to say, okay, enough's enough.
Mhm.
And here's the whole thing. Clashing with Arthur Smith, it's you got to pick a side,
Mhm.
and whatever side you pick, Rodgers is either going to the bench or Arthur Smith ain't going to be the offensive coordinator very much longer.
Yeah,
So
fired.
because he's either going to fire or he's going to quit.
Mhm.
One of the two. Now he's not going to quit before the season's over, but he's going to quit after the season for sure.
Mhm.
So, but we'll see. I think it's a good question, though. I
Yeah,
think it's a
absolutely.
good question.
Absolutely, absolutely. Producer then man, the producer out there, let that boy cook, man. He out there killing them.
He
Let
has
him cook,
been here the
man.
last couple weeks. It ain't been
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, let him cook. Yeah, let him
It
cook.
ain't been bad.